Welcome back to another year of fantasy football with us. My name is Kevin Lee. Got my good friend here, Aaron Lajeunesse, with us, and hopefully at some point we'll get Ryan back in here, so we can make fun of his team too. Um, Starting off fresh, we are hours away, Aaron, from our first slate of Week One games. How pumped are you?
Super pumped. Probably not as pumped as Lions fans right now, but absolutely jazzed.
Good, good. Uh, Glad to be doing this again with you. Um, I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow. I want to just sit on the couch, ignore everything, have football in my face. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I don't love my kids either, Kevin.
Good, good. I mean, why would you? Football, right? Football. Uh,
Uh,
this week one, I just want to kind of go over. We're gonna run our teams through a draft analyzer, see what grades they give us, kind of our dislike, what it dislikes about our team, what it likes. Go through there, and then we'll just jump into our week one matchups after the Thursday night game and kind of pick some winners, losers, make fun of somebody's team, and awe at my team and how great it is, and then we'll see how things end up after week one. So let's get into it. I will pull this up.
Can't wait to see those draft grades.
And we're going to start right with your team, Aaron. Alphabetical order. Uh,
Well,
let's let's jump into it. Uh, let's see.
I'm the first in everyone's contact list and in their hearts.
With me, I'll agree with you there. I'll agree. Okay, let's see what it's going to give Aaron's team here.
A plus, B plus,
B
good
plus.
enough.
B plus. Hey, I don't think you can be too mad at that. Let's see what they like.
God,
Well, I can
does
tell you,
not like my bench.
it does
F
not
and F.
at all. Not
Rough.
fans of your bench. Difference maker Bijan. I'm not going to argue with that. I'm absolutely in love with Bijan. Uh, I would not be surprised if he's the RB1 at the end of the year.
I like the C plus on Jake Moody. That's my favorite.
Not a fan of the San Francisco kicker. Uh, Mike Evans, your highest risk, 5.7. I think that's all tied to the QB.
Yeah,
I,
Baker Mayfield's got this. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
think this is Mike Evans is one of the most consistent wide receivers over the last couple of years. So I think, like I said, that's pretty much uh, tied to Baker. Not too bad, not too bad. B plus starting off with
I'm
Aaron.
I'm happy with it.
Okay, let's go to the next team here. We've got Spud's team. We'll run this through.
What do we got? Uh,
Oh,
B
B
plus. Bag of
plus,
good.
B plus. Hey, not too bad there. Again, not liking the bench. Thinks we should have done a little better with our bench picks. Difference maker Mark Andrews. Highest risk Kyler Murray. This was something that Spud did. He picked up. He did not draft Kyler Murray, but quickly after the draft, picked him up, put him on the IR. Not a bad move there, but definitely, does he even play this year?
I don't think so.
I
It's
By the time he's healthy, are the Cardinals 0-6?
is he?
Does it
Yeah, he's
does
not
it
going to come back.
make sense to play? Um,
What's the
and
guy's name from USC that they're sucking for?
Caleb Williams,
Kalen
and
Williams.
if he keeps playing like he's playing right now, he's going to be the number one pick. So
It's college football. I don't trust any of that.
yeah, they like most of his team. They're not what the lowest on his starters is his running back. So um,
I like Daniel Jones.
I I'm
He's
up in
out
the
there
air.
with,
I'm up in the
yeah,
air on him. I don't know.
got a little help at tight end now.
That's huge for him. Next roster here, we've got my team. Um, I don't know. Let's see what it gives me.
I like Gibbs.
Yeah, he could have done a whole lot better for me on third. I think he's gonna come around. I keep telling myself that they're gonna start to play him more. All right,
Yeah,
B plus, B plus. I'm not gonna be mad. I think that's 3 for 3 of a B plus. Uh,
Tyreek up there.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, a difference maker.
He'll be open.
Does not like my bench wide receivers. Um,
Yeah, that's
but
everybody.
I'm not gonna be mad at that. Tua, my highest risk. Um, I think that's pretty obvious looking at my team.
Yeah.
Uh, does he get one big hit and he's out for the year?
I think his risk is CTE. Concussion protocols, biggest risk.
But yeah, yeah, that's. I hope that doesn't happen for him. But
I,
I mean, my difference maker and my highest risk are both Dolphins players. I mean, I went with the stack there. I,
yeah,
I'm loving that. I fully believe that that is going to be just as good, if not better, as it was last year.
because that's big yardage, and I don't think Tyreek got a lot of touchdowns, but I think he got a lot of yards.
I think he, I mean
Like,
I think he was what he was like the number 3 or 4 overall wide receiver PPR format. Um,
yeah.
he was
So
good.
like
He was
the
good.
only thing that he doesn't finish in the end zone is the only problem, and I think they're
Oh,
going to
I
start
think
trying to
he.
change that.
I mean, maybe not short yardage, but
Yeah,
he's so quick. I mean, it's not uncommon to look. Oh, he broke away for a 60-yard touchdown.
yeah. I think they rely on that a lot.
Aiden's team is next. Let's see. I noticed talking to Aiden before the draft, he wanted Patrick Mahomes and he was going to go for him. So B plus for Aiden. No surprise there with A plus starting quarterback. What else are you going to give
Oh,
it with Patrick Mahomes?
yeah. Oh my God, he's so good. I hate him so
Yeah,
much.
highest risk Raheem Mostert 6.0.
Wait,
Nothing.
position rank two. Who's ranked above him? Josh
Uh,
Allen?
well,
Is,
we'll
is
see. We'll see when we get there. It might have been. Yeah,
was
he
it Burrow?
finished. They're saying that they think he's going to
Oh,
finish
okay. All
2.
right.
He finished
I
1
see.
last year.
I see.
But yeah, that
God, who did they get one? Now I'm curious.
it, I mean, what are you? It's Josh Allen
There's three
or Jalen
quarterbacks.
Hurts. One of the.
Oh yeah. All right.
You were going to throw Burrow in there, weren't you?
I was well.
You.
He, hey, who doesn't love Joe Shiesty, dude? I'd have his babies if I could.
Well, we won't get into that. That's for another podcast.
I like Keenan Allen. I like Keenan Allen. AJ Brown. He's got good wide receivers.
We got 4 for 4 on the B plus. Let's go into the fifth team here. We'll go to Matt's team.
What do we got? Christian Kirk, 49 defense. Joe Mixon.
I do like Joe Mixon this year.
Yeah, yeah. I like Joe Mixon last year. I don't think you liked Joe Mixon
No,
last year.
no, what,
He
what
was again.
it's last year. We're gonna leave that
Yeah.
alone there. Okay. B plus for Matt's team.
uh,
Does anyone get something other than a B plus?
does anybody get anything other than an F for their wide receiver bench?
Well, you got a D.
F.
Difference maker Tony Pollard, highest risk. Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup's we already know he's been put on the IR. He's out for at least 4 games.
Yeah.
Does he come back?
You
And
know,
does he show that he's still Cooper Cup, or is it done? Is it over? Does he ever come
it,
back and show what what he was?
yeah, but
So
look at his quarterback, dude. Like it's
it's Matt Stafford.
yeah,
I mean,
you got an
I
old
don't.
man back there.
Yeah, well, I'm quarterbacks. If you're good, you generally play till you're old.
Yeah.
I don't know, but another B plus. We're gonna go to sixth team here. Carissa's team. Lamar
Lamar
Jackson,
Jackson,
Nick
Chubb.
Chubb. Okay, let's
That's
see.
actually I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll never say no to Lamar Jackson. Well, we got our first non B plus. We got a B for Carissa here. Does not like the starting wide receiver or tight end. I
I
think
could see
that's
that. Yeah.
what do we got here.
Got a D at tight end. Oh my god.
Sam Laporta, but I think that's purely based on Sam Laporta being a rookie.
Yeah.
You
How
know,
did he do on Thursday? I don't even know.
he didn't do. I mean, he didn't do awful. He got. We'll get into. We'll see how many points he did score. But I mean, he's a rookie. There's nothing to quantify there. You don't know what he's going to be. You don't know what he can be. How they're going to use him. It's kind of a up in the air. But and then I think the wide receivers get dropped there for Traylon Burks as your wide receiver 2. As a Titans fan, I love Treylon Burks, but fantasy wise, I can see why they're going C plus there. Difference maker Nick Chubb, no surprise there. Highest risk, rookie tight end. Not too crazy. B, still not a bad grade.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and we'll go to Joel's team.
Joel getting everybody you wanted.
Joel,
Yeah.
I want to make this very clear. If I didn't last year, you are my nemesis. I am not happy that you've got a B plus draft grade, although I shouldn't be surprised because, as Aaron said, there were a couple players in the draft that I definitely had my eye on and was not happy that you picked before me, being Derrick Henry, Hopkins, Herbert, Justin Herbert. But yeah, difference maker Christian McCaffrey. No
what was
surprises.
his draft spot?
He was in the middle. He was like
He's still...
2 or 3 pick. I think he was 2 picks before, like after me. I think he was like 7 or 8 or something. 6 maybe.
Got the best kicker in the league, that's for sure.
Yes, A plus. Odell Beckham as your highest risk. Again, I'm not really surprised by that. Old man Beckham, are you getting anything like he was, or is this just another old man wide receiver picking up another contract on a team?
It's another 1-year contract.
Yeah.
All he's going to do now.
I mean, I think everyone knows that the Ravens signed Beckham because Lamar Jackson wanted Beckham on the team.
Yeah.
The Ravens needed to re-sign Lamar Jackson. You do whatever you can to make him happy.
Not Mormon, but Christian.
Yeah, I think he's playing Christian.
He doesn't even spell Christian's name right. I know. I guess it's a joke, but...
Okay. This is Ryan's team. Let's see what it gives Ryan. Better be an F for not being here.
Loser.
A B plus for Ryan. Strong starters. Oh, look at that. Bench running back, bench wide receiver.
Yeah.
Bench. They like his bench more than his starting running backs. You need to swap them guys out. I gotta see who's his bench running backs. AJ Dillon. Okay, they like AJ Dillon. That makes sense. Travis Kelce though. Hoping that's
Aaron.
Go ahead.
Wouldn't it be Aaron Jones, Green Bay's, or not Aaron Jones?
Aaron Jones is Green Bay's.
Yeah,
one.
Green Bay's. Yeah.
But
so that
I think we all see what AJ Dillon. I mean, they work him in. We know that if any time Aaron Jones goes down, if he goes down, AJ Dillon's a clearly in line to get more of a workload. So we know what AJ Dillon can be if he keeps improving. So, but the big thing on Ryan's team is Travis Kelce. Is it a 1 week injury? Is it 2 weeks? Does this linger throughout the season?
I really don't think he has much to worry about. He's going to give up this week 1 though, because that was such a big get for him being number 1 overall.
Yeah.
So he's
Travis Kelce was drafted number 1 overall in our league. So
yeah.
I wasn't mad at it. I think you go and you get the biggest positional advantage.
It's such a huge gap in the position.
Yeah.
So it's
nothing wrong with that.
Him and then Andrews, and then what?
And then a big drop off
to Kittle.
I wouldn't even go Kittle.
Njoku? Who else? God.
Nah, Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, yeah.
Yeah. Next team, we've got Sierra's team.
I'm really excited. I'm excited for that combo for Daniel Jones and Darren Waller, though. I'm really looking, especially with Saquon Barkley there in the backfield. I'm excited for the Giants this year.
Sierra, another B. So this is our second B.
Oh, bench rough.
Yep. Bench. Not a fan of the bench.
Saquon Barkley, though.
Yep. Saquon Barkley.
I like Saquon a lot.
So do I. I had him last year. Absolutely loved him kind of coming back and being the force that he can be. Rashad Bateman, highest risk. You're just kind of Is it Bateman? Can he stay healthy in Baltimore? Is it Odell Beckham? Does he come back and show flashes? Is it the rookie Zay Flowers? So I kind of up in the air on who's the number one in Baltimore. So I think that's probably why.
It's an okay for a flex spot, So but like it's gonna be. So, yeah, I think he'll be. It's flex. I'm not that worried about that. What does their bench look like? Rashad
Penny, Tyler Algier. I mean, I think both guys. If there's an injury,
I think Tyler Algier is probably a pretty good running back for.
Well, he got 1,000 yards as a rookie last year, and then they went and drafted Bijan, and you're like, sorry,
why would you do that to him?
Let's go to the next team here. And we're going to go to Josh's team.
What do you think?
Team.
Deion Jackson.
Well, he's the starter in Indianapolis.
That's rough. Indy. I can't remember the name of that damn quarterback. B-, the lowest grade yet.
B- for Josh.
Rough, Josh.
Yeah, it is not liking his starting running backs. Travis Etienne and Deion Jackson.
That's
highest risk. Alvin Kamara. I think got him sitting out this suspension.
I think a lot of what India has going on comes down to how that they key on the run because of their rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
So
they're a weird team. I mean,
yeah, it's like glued together with like cat shit and fucking. I was like,
I really don't know what to think of that. I think they're going to be so up in the air. They're going to have weeks where you're like, whoa, are these guys for real? And they're going to have weeks where you're like, oh yeah, they're going to pick top 3 in the draft this year. I think they're going to be all over the place. But a B- for Josh, lowest grade so far. Does anyone get lower than Josh?
I could. Well, who knows? It's been a crapshoot so far. It's all been a lot of B's.
We got 2 more teams here.
Yeah.
We got Christian's team. Quick look there. Let's run it through. And a
Christian,
B.
Another B.
A B.
George Kittle. Where's his risk? Is Kittle his risk? He is.
Difference maker, Austin Eckler. Highest risk, George Kittle. I mean, you're always, if you got George Kittle on your team, 3-4 games of injury.
Easter famine.
Like, I think you're expecting injuries. I mean, does he play week 1?
Yeah. Well, like you don't. Well, he practiced. He's full practice. So shut up. First and foremost.
Hey, I'm just saying.
But like, also he'll get you 27 points. So he
can.
If he gets hot, like when Kittle gets a high hand, it's destructive. But
he also showed with Brock Purdy that him and Brock Purdy had a good connection. That they can put up some points together.
I think Kelsey said it best when he said, "Kittle, you're too good at blocking."
Yes.
And it's so important because he'll pick up the defensive end, and he's just so good at it.
He's one of those players where, for your actual football team, you'd love him on the team. Yeah. For fantasy, he can be that hit and miss. You're going to get games where you love him. You're going to get games where you hate him.
Yeah, but Austin Eckler, though, big time. That is.
I'm curious to see how they got a new offensive coordinator coming in.
So Herbert last year.
Herbert,
did well.
Lost, how many games did he lose Keenan Allen for?
Yeah.
Mike Williams lost time.
Yeah.
Game 2, he had broken ribs that he played through for weeks.
You're like, you got some growing pains there,
I think Herbert's going to bounce back quite a bit this year.
I hope this offseason was good for him because I do like him. I think he's got a lot of potential.
And the last team here, we've got Corbin's team. Let's run that through and see what the last team gets. Last chance for someone to get worse than Josh.
Is Josh going to be the worst team? That's rough.
A B for Corbin.
Josh got the worst team.
Josh did.
What a deep.
There's your who
Man,
they're
giving Kenneth Walker some steps back. That's kind of, I don't know. I like Kenneth Walker.
They went and drafted Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess I'm thinking in terms of the player instead of fantasy effectiveness sometimes, and I think I have a problem with that too. So
yeah, his big thing probably why he didn't get a B+ or higher. Starting running backs, obviously CD, DeAndre Swift. I mean, where does he get used? Obviously, being traded to Philly, you've got 4 different guys there. You've got Kenneth Gainwell, you've got Rashad Penny, DeAndre Swift, you got Scott there. So you got multiple guys that where does everyone fit in? So I can see why that's obviously the highest risk there. And then difference maker Justin Jefferson, no one's gonna be surprised at that at all.
100%. Yeah. But I think like Josh Allen being ranked number 1 this year.
Yeah.
Is I don't know, man. That's possible.
I understand why.
Yeah.
He gets a level of rushing that Patrick Mahomes doesn't necessarily get.
Yeah.
And when you get that baseline rushing, I mean, getting 700, 800 yards a year, getting those, I mean, he's the goal line back in Buffalo.
It's like Roethlisberger, but he can run, you know? Yeah. Like it's just like
it's big dude.
Big guy.
Yep.
Hard to take down, can break off, 15, 20 yards for you if you need him to.
Yep.
And he's very likable.
Yes.
I want him to do well.
But that's our draft analyzer. That's everybody. Sorry, Josh, your team sucks. I basically think that's what I was saying. Everyone that got a B+, congratulations. Your team's awesome. You're making the playoffs.
I should have had an A.
I don't believe it. We'll get right into our league now. Kind of just looking at the matchups. I play. I'll pull this up even a little bigger here. I play Corbin. You can see obviously the week 1 Thursday games have already been played. The Chiefs and the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs got me 8. He's got Kansas City's kicker got him 8.
This kicker got him 8.
Yeah. I'm not happy that his kicker got as many points as one of my running backs. But
you got some really good matchups actually, because you got Josh Jacobs, Kenneth Walker. I like this. Yeah. Gibbs and then Swift. You were hoping for a little bit more out of Gibbs.
But he should have had he stayed on his feet, he probably gets a touchdown. So that one's hard to. But hey, rookie working him in. I think there's better days to come for Gibbs. Obviously, he's probably got me beat at quarterback most weeks. I think Tua can have spike weeks, but I mean, you're not gonna compete with Josh Allen.
Depends on who he's playing against. Josh Allen does have to go up against the Jets, though. So true. I mean, that could be. The Jets are solid on defense, and God, just having Sauce Gardner back there, he might just be ball hawking Josh Allen all game.
I love Sauce Gardner, but I'm not gonna assume. Oh well, they got Sauce Gardner, so no one can pass.
That's fair too. That's fair. But he travels, man.
I get it. Josh Jacobs over Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Hill Jefferson.
That makes a lot of sense.
I don't. Yeah, I think this is gonna be. I think where I like my team the most over Corbin's team is the flex spots.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I like my team. I drafted my team, but I think I can look at my team versus his team, and I go, okay, I think my flex is going to outperform his flex spots.
I don't understand in what world you have Higbee outperforming Darren Waller.
Because they don't have Cooper Kupp, and he is a PPR machine.
Yeah,
he's going to catch 7 balls for 30 yards.
Higbee?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of short yardage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like that's what he's gonna do. I mean, it's gonna be just short little cross. Matt Stafford's gonna. I mean, he showed last year when Cup was out that. I mean, even when Cup was in, like he likes Higby. So
yeah.
uh,
I
I
still probably wouldn't take him over Waller right now, but I
I'm
think we got this week.
I'm not gonna vote because obviously I'd vote for myself. But who do you think has this matchup?
I'll I'll probably go with you,
Okay. Okay. Sorry, Corbin.
except
You're gonna
except for the.
lose.
See,
Nope.
I like you
Nope.
better at Josh
Nope.
Jacobs. I like you better,
Nope.
but I
You
like him
said it.
better at
You
Josh
said it.
Allen.
You said it. We're not gonna. Nope. We're moving on. I win. Corbin loses. Next matchup here: Aiden versus Matt. Uh, Aiden obviously already had Patrick Mahomes play, as you can see.
Yeah,
21. Not a amazing game from Mahomes, but
you
I
expect
mean,
like 35 minimum from Patrick Mahomes.
I think
I
that's
guess you could
quite
take
high,
21.
but um, I think you're probably hoping for closer to 30. But 21, I mean, still put up
Yeah,
numbers. You know, got some points there.
yeah.
Um,
But
Deshaun Watson.
I mean, I like Deshaun Watson. Well, you got what? Nick Chubb. Who's you got? Amari Cooper. Who's the other wide receiver? Oh,
Elijah Moore.
and then Peoples Jones. What's the other one?
I mean, I think you're probably looking
Was
at
it?
Charles Tillman, the rookie,
Yeah,
as their third wide receiver.
yeah.
Um, Tony
And then
Pollard. I mean, I definitely like Matt's running backs um, over Aiden's. I do think Mostert can have a good game, especially with Jeff Wilson out
yeah,
being injured.
I
Devon
like Raheem
Chain.
Mostert a lot. I liked him on the 49ers. I think
Yeah.
he's a yeah. But
Yeah.
Joe Mixon got 5 touchdowns in a game last year. You
Okay.
know, it was just
One game, Aaron.
I
Leave it
know,
alone.
I
Leave it
understand
alone.
that it's just one game, and that, I understand that it happened right after you traded him to me,
Yes.
and you're still sore about it. But
Yes.
that kind of production doesn't come very often,
No.
and so
Well,
like,
you know that he's capable of that type of
yeah,
output. So,
that's what I'm saying.
yes. Um,
Van Jefferson and oh yeah, man, wow,
AJ Brown. Well, I think Matt has Cooper Cup.
yeah,
So you go and you get their number two. I get it.
yeah.
Devonta Smith, Keenan Allen. Yeah.
God, I like Keenan Allen.
Hawkinson, Evan Ingram. I think that's pretty even.
Yeah,
Flex spots here. Okay.
Tyler Lockett.
I like Tyler Lockett. I think Tyler Lockett's he's one of those guys that never gets the respect that he deserves, but he'll
Yeah,
be
right.
top 15 every year.
Connor, on the other hand, is a bastard for what he did to me last season.
Connor started off really slow and then came on late and
Yeah.
ended up having a decent year.
I don't
But
think he had double
he's
digit numbers until like mid season. He'd get
yeah.
like, oh, that was bad.
Um, I think I'm gonna have to go with Aiden's team.
Yeah,
I'm terrified of those running backs though versus Aiden's running backs.
yeah. I would probably the Pollard and Mixon. I mean, that's a pretty decent jump.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so, but I do like AJ Brown over and Keelan Allen. His wide receivers are super solid.
yeah. I'm gonna go Aiden. Who do you got? This is a
I'll
50-50
go.
matchup though.
I'll go Aiden too.
Aiden too.
I don't know how Deshaun Watson's gonna pan out. So like
And for those of you that are curious, Matt won the league last year.
yeah,
So getting the
yeah.
defending champ to lose week one, that would make everyone just a little happier,
Yeah,
except for Matt.
Just like Thursday night. The
Yep.
San Francisco's defense is going to score 45 defensive points, though. So
No, they're not.
yeah, you are. I don't know what you're talking about.
Next game here, we've got Spud versus Carissa. Carissa has had Sam Laporta. So Laporta got 8.9 on. I keep clicking that button. 8.9 on Thursday. So, but Andrews is projected 0 right now. I think it's still up in the air if he plays. So has he got a tight end on his bench? He does not. So he's gonna have to go pick up a tight end in case Andrews does not play, or take a big old 0.
Again.
Lamar Jackson, Derek Carr, Dobbins, Chubb.
Jamar Chase. They have him ranked 20 points.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I am so high on Chris Olave this year. I am not a fan of Spud picking him because I wanted him. I almost took him in the second, but I had Josh Jacobs fall to me, so kind of.
I like Carr, and it just, I have no idea what's gonna happen there.
Yeah.
But Daniel Jones on the bench, I mean, that's a coin flip right there.
I'm gonna go Spud based on the fact that I think Andrews might play. Now, if it comes out and Andrews doesn't play, then
they have him marked for 0 points right now.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. And on top of that, if he does play and Spud is able to match points with her because Lamar Jackson is throwing in the ball, then that really that burns her.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Spud. Who do you have?
I'm gonna go Carissa on this one.
Okay.
Because even if Andrews plays, the points are also going to the other team.
Well,
and I think she's stronger in other places. I think she's stronger in other places too. Well, no, I don't know actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go Carissa.
Okay. The next matchup here, we've got you versus Christian. You have had Amon-Ra play, got you 19.1. That's pretty nice.
And Pacheco was a little bit disappointing.
Pacheco getting 9.4. I think a lot of people from that game, except for probably Amon-Ra and maybe David Montgomery, were probably a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Burrow, Fields.
Burrow's going to go off.
Bijan Eckler, Aaron Jones, Rashad White. Okay.
The Bijan Eckler is interesting. I think that's a little scary for me because Eckler's so good,
Ah, man, I am.
Yeah.
This matchup to me is pretty close.
Yeah, right. With Devontae Adams and Amon St. Brown.
Who does he have as his backup tight end? Does he have one? He does not have a backup tight end either. Curious if Kittle plays or not.
Is Watson's out? So I gotta. Oh God.
Yes, Christian Watson is out. Let's look at Aaron's team here. Who does he?
I'd have to put Thielen in or Boyd.
You're gonna put in the ghost of Adam Thielen.
Yeah, right. Hey, all right. He's old. But he's gonna have Bryce Young thrown to him. He'll be fine. Andy Dalton. After that doesn't work.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with you. I think I'm gonna go with your team.
I'll probably have to move Boyd in.
I think there are, his team is a team that I think his team's gonna go super hot and then super cold. I think Eckler's that way. I think Fields is that way. Rashad White, I want to say he's going to do well, but man, you don't know yet.
Bears fans are 100% positive that Fields is going to get MVP and that they're going to win the NFC North no matter what. That it's a lock. But he could be all over the place, but he showed some real consistency towards the end of the year. So who knows?
He definitely showed at the end there what he's got, what he can be. So. But I'm going to go you, and I'm going to assume that you're probably taking yourself as well.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Is Jimmy Garoppolo playing? Hold on.
Yeah.
He's playing, right?
Yeah.
He's not injured for the first 11 weeks or anything?
No.
All right, so him and... we got to see how him and Devontae Adams turn out, too.
That's an end-of-the-year injury. He'll be out for the last 11. Next game here, we've got Ryan versus Joel. Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Miles Sanders, McCaffrey. I definitely like Joel's running backs much more than Ryan's. Let's look at the
Henry
receivers
and McCaffrey.
here.
Yeah, you like those running backs. It's like number 1 and number 2.
Ridley, Ayuk, London Hopkins. I want to be in on Ridley, but I just can't get myself there until I see it. Until I gotta give me a game. If he comes out game 1, puts up 7 catches, 100 yards, I'm all in. Like he's back. Like
I'm thinking this year that Ayuk takes over that number 1 spot too. But we gotta see how Brock Purdy does.
Yeah.
So like, is his arm okay? Like, there's so many questions at QB for San Francisco. I depending on how late he took Ayuk.
Probably. When Ayuk is probably like a 5th, 6th pick. Yeah.
Round, yeah. Like I feel for the guy though.
Ryan's got Michael Mayer at tight. I mean, put him in tight end over. I mean, with Kelsey being out, so that's another one where who knows what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
They've also got Austin Hooper there. So, is it Mayer? They drafted him high. You expect at some point it's got to be him, but how has he been kind of coming in yet?
Yeah, and Njoku. I mean, having Deshaun Watson throw to him, and there's other weapons on that team.
Yep.
With Chubb and Amari. So, but and then you boom or bust on Odell Beckham too. So like, there's a lot of questions.
I don't even know. To me, it's not even boom or bust. It's do you even make it through a game?
Yeah, right. So but over here on the other side, I mean, having Mike Williams at flex is wild. I mean, at least show the man some respect and move him above Ayuk in your wide receiver spot.
I don't know. Mike Williams is one of those guys, though, man. He's going to put up 35 points, and then he's going to put up 8.
Yeah.
I mean...
So, with Keenan Allen there, and
Yeah, I just think he's... it's fine. I'm not going to assume that he's just automatically going to be better than Ayuk.
How many teams has Brandon Cooks played on?
It's starting to get up there.
Is it? Like...
I definitely...
I'm really curious, actually. Because I know he was on, the Pats, and he was on the Saints.
Yeah.
And he was...
The Texans.
Yeah. I can't think of any other team. There's got to be like 6 or 7 more teams on there.
I think that might be it.
Is that it?
I like Brandon Cooks. I think he's still got another year or 2 in him.
I honestly, with the Saints, I thought he was going to do a lot better than he did when he was there with Drew Brees, but he's still a consistent guy,
He's fine. I don't think we've seen the last of Brandon Cooks. With that being said, I'm gonna have to give it to Joel.
Christian. Sorry, not Christian. I'm gonna go with Joel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Joel in this, even though never mind. I don't care. I'm picking against Joel. Going Ryan. Switching my pick right here, right now.
Just that top 3 right there, I think really sells it for me. Is just and Herbert. That's a killer.
Where my initial vote was gonna go, but I don't care. You're gonna lose. I'm moving on. And the last game here, we've got Sierra versus Josh. And yeah, Josh got a whole whopping 0.4. It does not look good. That's what you get for starting Sky Moore.
Yeah. Josh drafts with his heart.
That is not a way to come out week 1. And we can all laugh at Kadarius Toney, but Sky Moore is right behind him.
Right. Guy Cole Kmet. That's rough too.
We got Trevor Lawrence, Geno Smith
ball catcher
as your quarterback battle there.
Yeah. God, I like Saquon Barkley.
Travis, yeah. CeeDee Lamb, I like a lot.
Stephon Diggs.
I like Waddle over Debo.
Yeah, God, I am such a Debo hater as a 49er fan.
Goddard over. Yeah, you've been that way for a while.
couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's just not as soon as he didn't want to be a part of like the running scheme, and he didn't want to do, I don't know, something about
Pay
it
me.
just really.
Yeah.
Well, the pay me's fine. I never want to be in another man's pocket. You know, you
Well,
spend.
it was pay me for that dude. I mean, I get it. Like,
Yeah, pay me and
if
then don't use me the way that I've been successful. That bothered me.
yeah,
Pay me, I get all the guaranteed money you can. Do whatever you
yeah,
can. If you got to threaten to leave, I have no problem with any player. A huge fan of the 49ers, I don't have a problem with any player being like that. But like Debo
yeah.
is just, I just don't think he's a good wide receiver. I think he's an okay wide receiver. I don't think I wouldn't put him in any kind of top tier.
He's a playmaker in
Yeah,
my
I'll give.
eyes.
I think he's a good like dual threat wide receiver, but
Yeah.
like as soon as he didn't want to play running back, I don't trust him.
Yep.
So but I'll take Waddle over him all day. And then, but
I with that being said, I think I'm gonna have to go Sierra's team here. I think that
yeah,
that basic zero for
yeah,
Sky Moore.
that was rough.
That's gonna come back to hurt Josh. I think in this week. It's hard to win when you're playing a guy down. So I'm gonna go Sierra. You said that's where you're going to?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Sorry, Josh. You got the worst grade and a nice fat 0.4 from one of your guys on Thursday night. That's it. That's where we're going to end this week one. I'm excited it's here. I'm excited to get another year of fantasy football in. Thank you, Aaron, for coming back in this with me. We'll try and get Ryan back in here so we can make fun of him to his face. But
we'll see him next week.
Thank you all for watching. I hope y'all all are excited for week one as much as we are, and we will see you next week.